All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest Songbird Jinda Soul to Soul. Sit down with the latest Songbird Jinda Harris. That song there, Southern Soul Love. Oh man, that thing is hot. All right, hey, welcome to the set. The latest Songbird
Hey,
Jinda Harris. Hey, Jinda, how are you?
oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing really, really great. Yes, today is going to be an amazing day because I got my girl with me. I want to introduce everybody to Sojo, the ladies champ, to Soul to Soul. Sit down. Welcome, sister. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you
Okay,
really.
good.
I haven't seen you in
I
forever. You look
know.
beautiful.
I know. I'm incognito.
That's all
I'm
right. That
incognito.
don't mean you working. That's all right. That don't mean you working behind the scenes because
I'm
I know
working.
you work.
I'm
Yes.
working.
So could you please introduce yourself to the listeners out there?
Yes. I am Sojo the ladies champ. Sojo is short for Sojourner. I used to go by Sojourner the truth. I am a multi-genre recording artist. I do hip hop, some Southern soul, some EDM. I do a little rock. I do a little, you name it, I do it. Only thing I haven't done yet was country. I don't know why I'm behind on that, but
That's all
I'm an artist. I write.
right.
I co-produce. Um, and this is what I do. I love music. I
Well,
love music.
I know that you are multi-talented. I know from doing project with you, Queen's project with you, that was such an amazing experience with beautiful women. And that was like my first introduction to Sojo. I was blown away.
Yes.
If y'all don't know, Sojo has bars, okay? And
That-
for the life of me, I don't know why she hasn't won every award MC that came out. I'm putting it out there for all of them out there because she is definitely deserving. She has put in years and years of work. Uh, now let's get right into it, okay?
Yes.
So, so where were you born?
St.
Where were you
Petersburg,
born?
Florida.
St. Petersburg, Florida. Okay, you
Mhm.
know we'll be in Florida coming up, so I do want
And
to
I
get a chance.
cannot wait to see you. We will be seeing you and your husband. Yes, we will.
So now, when you became, who were some of your inspirations that started
Oh
you
my.
into?
Well, my favorite artist, if anybody knows me well, knows that I love MC Light. I love MC Light like fellas love Tupac, okay? It's like the first time I heard MC Light Paper Thin, I saw the video,
Mm-hmm.
and she ride on that subway. I was blown away. But I was rapping before that. But I
Mm-hmm.
think I knew then that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life when I saw MC Light. MC Light is just such a inspiration to me. I grew up listening to MC Light, Salt and Pepper, um,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Fad, Old Town 357, a lot of the female rappers, Queen Latifah. Um, but I was also in that era of Janet Jackson coming out with Control and all that. So I love music and I love female artists. It's just like, as a girl in the mirror with a hairbrush, emulating everybody you see, facial expressions and all that stuff. So I'm that 70s, 80s era. That's my
Mm-hmm.
music. That's what I love.
That's you. You're me and you're in the same,
Yes.
path when it comes to that. I know. Last week I was scheduled to have one of the first MCs, Cheryl the Pearl from the Sugar Hill Gang. Uh,
Yes.
yes, we have rescheduled for another time. Something happened.
Okay.
So it's going out to her family, but we're going to have her back. And one of the things I can remember growing up, I love the Sugar Hill Gang. I used to have the album and used to play Funk You Right On Up, and I
Yeah.
would know that right word for word,
Yes.
word for word. to me, it is such a big thing. Being a female MC, you have to go against male MCs,
Yes.
which is so hard because we're already fighting for the fact that we're a female in the game.
Yeah.
Can you explain to the listeners how significant as having a good group of people that believe and support your vision?
It is one of the most important things. My biggest supporter, of course, is my husband. Just like you're so privileged to have that same love in your life. My husband having my back 100% for me has kept me focused, kept me in the game, and kept me grounded. I think having a support system, I have a lot of family and friends that support, but it's a lot for us artists that do this all the time, full time. You have your highs where everything's going good. You out there, you putting music out there. Then you have your lows where it's like you don't have no motivation to want to write or do anything, or if you just feel like your turn is just taking too long to get there, you get sidetracked. But having a supportive group is very important. Even the fans, because when the fans keep you in the game, you post something and you see everybody loving it or whatever, that keeps you in the game. It's very important to have a support group because a lot of people don't care if they have a support group or not. They feel like they music hot, and you can get lost between being humble and appreciative and being cocky, overzealous, thinking you better than everybody. And then that reality check hit you and you ain't nothing popping for you, ain't no song short and ain't nothing happening. It's gonna bring you back down real fast. So having a good support system is very important and your support system should be able to tell you the truth.
That's right. I
And
mean, that's one thing I can say. You don't want a bunch of yes people around you. Yes, that's your fan. They're fans. You want people they can be your fan at the same time, but yet they're gonna tell you, "Hey, nah, that ain't hitting." You want to be real with you, and that's one thing that I have to say. Even going into the studio, it is very, very crucial that you have somebody that has an ear in the studio with you, because you can put out some trash and nobody will tell you that it's trash.
No,
right.
I love when I record, especially with my husband being there, of course, because just like you and your husband, we sit down and we pretty much write this stuff together. So he knows what it's supposed to sound like, what it's supposed to. I know what it's supposed to sound like. But my producer, my engineer, we have to be like this. I can't just go in and work with anybody. Because, I'm very critical of myself. I'm all in my head. I'm a mess. I was on the studio yesterday. My husband almost wanted to push me out the car. He was like, "Girl, you done did this 100,000 times. Why is you tripping?" And I have anxiety because I want it to be perfect. He's like, "You always want that perfect song." I said, "Well, should not. That's what we striving for, right?" So I'm a mess when it comes down to getting ready to record. I have anxiety,
I remember years and years ago, I felt defeated when someone came up to me after doing the show, and it was their first time ever hearing me live. They were blown away. They came to me and they were like, "Jinda, your voice is absolutely amazing. You just need a hit." That made me feel so bad, but she was true. She was true.
Yeah.
Because we all think every one of our songs are going to be a potential hit, in which in our mind we want it to be.
Okay, so you were doing your own on your original music. You wasn't doing a cover. Well, that is kind of hard when you're doing your own music and somebody say you just need a hit because they pretty much telling you that ain't it. But what I've come to learn is what I love is not always what somebody else loves. The songs that I hit, they on something else. I put out music in the hopes of whatever I put out, and it's a hit. I don't care. As long as one of them hit, I don't care. That's why I put 100% in everything I do. Because I want to love it at the end of the day too. I don't want to be one of these artists that hate my song. I hate this song. I gotta perform it every week. I want to still love it. Might be a little tired of it, but I want to love it. So you have to be true to every song that you put out. So
you're absolutely right.
And I've had cheeks.
I was listening to your music last night.
Yes.
And I love the song "Thick Girls." That's the jam.
That
That's
is,
the jam.
I would never be able to run away from Thick Girl. I don't care how many songs I put out, how many records or albums. It's always Thick Girl.
Hmm.
You
Now
know,
you had a song, and I know that that song just went viral. And what was the name of that song?
that was Thick Girl.
That was "Thick Girl."
Thick
So
Girl was
can
the
you
one that went
tell
right.
me? Can you tell me how you felt when you realized the song went viral? Because that's a big deal.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, and it's gonna sound real crazy to people. I
Hmm.
put that record out in 2004.
Hmm.
The song was big regional in my area.
Hmm.
It wasn't worldwide. The song really became, and I say it's worldwide now because it's in so many different countries. My son is in the military. He tell me, look, I can go to Japan and tell people, say my mama song, and he like, I know that, I know that's not your mom. He's like, that is my mom, and she's like, and so he done been all over the world, and he done heard the record. For
Hmm.
me, when it went viral, regional the first time, I was excited. And I felt like things are going blah 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 blah. When it went viral, I should say, that was COVID. So you talking about something that was almost 20 years old,
Right.
regrowing legs again. I
Hmm.
was very excited and very happy because it made me feel I didn't even have a face with the record. The record is viral, but people don't know it's me because they're not even crediting me. It was a curse and a blessing at the same time. It was a blessing because it was everybody was playing in it, and every 5 minutes somebody sending me clips of somebody doing this thick girl challenge. But it was a
Yeah.
curse because I did not know what to do to claim my record back. I had to go through getting an attorney. I
Hmm.
had to go in and try to clean up as much stuff on YouTube that I saw my song on that didn't have my credit. So I had to always write all these people's
Hmm.
pages and send them up. It got to a point to where I stopped even looking for it. I
Hmm.
wanted people to stop sending me the record because I felt like I was not being appreciated or
Hmm.
acknowledged for the record I had. So to be honest, a lot of people don't even realize that that girl is a blessing and a curse for me at the same time.
And it seems like of course, the business. A lot of people don't know with the monetization aspect when it comes to your music being played on social platforms. And
Yes.
I'm learning that at the same time. But I can't even imagine a song going viral and you don't get the just due for that because we didn't. Of course, you didn't know at that time, and you never know when a song becomes a hit because typically it takes anywhere from some people say 6 years, 10 years, depends when that song comes out. And I think one thing that can shoot a person in the foot with the songs not giving a chance to marinate to see what that particular song can do, they
Yeah.
quickly bringing out something else. And that's, I have to say I have to be guilty of that in a sense because of the music that I bring out. Just trying to find the right, you know.
We don't know, and we don't know what's the right amount of time we should give a record. I put records
Mhm.
out. It's just like when I do a stage performance. Some people have a whole show set up. I don't operate like that. And I hate when DJs tell me to send my show track the day or two before because I'm like, why? I might not even do that because I don't
Mhm.
follow the script with me. I feel off people. If I'm performing a song and the crowd look like they bored, I'll look at my husband quick and be like, he already know to go to the next.
Come
So
on now.
you're not guilty of that. You're feeding off of what you're expecting people to give you. When people
Mhm.
giving me energy off of when I do watch me hands down, I don't care where I'm at. That song is gonna always get somebody's attention. They ain't got to know me from a can of paint. But I know for a fact watching me is my opening song because I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna give it all I got and I'm gonna get everybody's
That's the
attention.
one.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? So I know for a fact I feel like Watch Me right now should be a hit. But how do I get from okay, yeah, I know y'all like that girl, but Can y'all stop playing Watch Me? It's like you don't have no control over that.
Right.
And especially us who, artists who always in the studio being creative. I just recorded another song yesterday. I mean, my husband feel like this is gonna be my biggest record ever. It's called Tail Feather. I'm still like, I don't know. Did I hear the master version? I don't know, because I'm always gonna hear something and be like, oh, I could have did that better. Oh, I should have did this better. I'm critical. But I say with anybody, put your records out there, put as many out of there. I don't think it's too fast to put songs out, because if you got a hit out there, these DJs might be still playing that record over there. Why these DJs didn't want to play it, but you put something new out now, they playing all this right here, and then they might start playing. You just never know. It ain't no right or wrong, ain't no rules. Put the music out.
That's true. And it may take long for other people to get to that area. You know what I'm saying? It buzzing over in one area, and it takes that other area another time, more time to, buzzing. But I will tell you, I am quick, just like you said. My husband's right there with the DJ. I feel the audience. I feel the crowd. I don't care what number I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Open the 9, open it, don't matter to me. But I'm feeling the crowd, and I'm gauging how they're responding to the other people. Before I get started, I hate that too when they want a show list or your show tracks before the show, because I come already equipped with my music, and it's subject to change.
It's subject to change, yes.
So you gauge it by your crowd. There is no way that you can sing a soft rock song for a black audience and they feel the same way that a white audience will probably feel from that song.
Exactly.
You have to be able to be a chameleon in this game. You can't just have one show for everybody.
I want different variety, because I don't know what I may feel like from the dressing room to the stage. It can change like that for me. And it's the funny part about it, Jinda. Me as being a hip hop artist as well, you already know I'm from the school of I'm gonna cuss if I can. If it's a clean show, I don't have to, and it's gonna still be as effective. But I like to get my Millie Jackson on. If you tell me to send you a soul CD and I'm sending you a clean show, because I'm always gonna be cautious, and the clean show has always got to be first. But the minute they say, they wilding in here, they playing plies before I get on the stage, they playing everything dirty. I'm not trying to do no clean show.
You got to be able to change it up.
Flexible. I'm like, for the cuss tonight, they want to hear some cussing. You got to know your crowd, or again, it look like everybody just came from the church. I'm like, okay, no, we can't do such and such tonight. We're gonna have to skip that one, go to this. You have to be able to know how to get away with what you can get away with.
Yep, I know that. I know that you. I know, because I said, I listened to MF song last night. I'm just gonna say, and you know how it is with me, because when you heard me when we did that one interview, and I was like, I said one bad word. You like, Jinda said a bad word. So I mean, it just doesn't come natural for me. To each his own. But when you put on a show, I've seen you show your tail, and I know for a fact you bring it, and that's just what it is. And I love that about you. I feel like one thing about an artist, us artists, we actually have a responsibility to give our audience a show. Okay, see us, we got to give them the just due. Only for the simple first impression is the lasting impression in this case. Now, are there any other things or other talents that you may have that we don't know about yet?
Talents that I have. Okay. I'm a licensed cosmetologist for over 30 years.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yep. For 30 years. I got my license back in 92 or something like that. And started working the day I got my, just before I got passed my state boards. I've been in the shop for years. I just got out of the shop maybe 10 years ago and started working at home because I got spoiled clients. But I'm a creator. Once again, I write music, but I do hair. I can look at a picture. And this was from the days when we had books in the shop. We don't do that no more. Now you just bring a phone. Anything somebody showed me, I could do it. I could cut, color, style, anything I see.
Mm-hmm.
And I figure how it's supposed to be. And I cook. So I cook and I'm a hairstylist. Those are two fun facts.
Wow, I didn't know that. I did
Very
not know.
creative. Yeah,
Well, I
I can't follow a recipe to save my life. I'm always gonna add something different to it.
Well, hey, that's a chef right there.
I
You
just
don't
see
have to measure.
anything.
You just go throw it in there. That's
I go throw anything in a pot when I see it. I'm gonna reseason it. I'm gonna doctor this thing up and make it better than what it already was. So those are the two things I would say that I do. I don't talk about a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So. Are you embarking on any type of new ventures as far as music?
Well, right now, you know what? And thanks to you, I think you put me on to a young lady, Tiffany.
Uh-huh.
The Rap Mothers. Am I saying it right? Faces of Rap Mothers.
Yes.
So I just joined in their organization. And I really appreciate that plug, Jinda.
Yes.
Um, but
I'm looking out for
shout out
y'all.
to
Wait.
yep, shout out to Candy and Miss Beverly and Tiffany and these different women, and they're around the country for uplifting women and talent and um bringing out the best in each other. And I've always been like that's my thing. The ladies champ. I rep for the females, but one thing about me, I'm not a hater. I will congratulate people. I love to see women doing positive things, men too, of course, but like I say, I represent for the females. And I'm just into uplifting people. I like positive energy around me. I don't like a lot of negativity. I don't like haters. I don't like any of that. That does something to my whole demeanor change when I'm around
Right.
negative energy. And I can't have that in my life.
We don't need that. Anything that's gonna it just take up space that's
Yes.
unneeded. Not needed. Life is way too short for that. I
Yes.
want to give a shout out to Crystal Murray that's on. She's a promoter for a beautiful artist. And congratulations also to her for her honoree of the Texas Music Awards, Community Awards. It's in December. So I
Yes.
also want to bring up to you. I know we were talking about doing a collaboration, in which we still need to do that. I do
Yes.
love music. Definitely, when we get downtime, we're gonna definitely talk about that.
Okay.
Now, being married to a Harris man, okay. So your husband is just like mine in the aspect they're gonna make sure that we have the best of the best when it comes to performance and getting us, ready and things of that nature.
Yes.
Now, how do you feel that having your spouse as being with you, do you think it's a positive effect to your career or a negative effect on your career?
I definitely think for me, it's a positive thing because I can't speak for everybody. I know a lot of people feel like husbands, they get in the way and all that, but I don't give a damn about that. If
Come
you
on
got
now.
somebody that's gonna fight for you and that's gonna have your
Mhm.
back, people wish they had a spouse that had a back. They wish they had it. It's not something. Men wish they had a woman to help manage or control their career if they were in the industry too. There's nothing wrong with having a spouse. That's the best thing because they understand everything. Y'all gonna sacrifice whatever bill don't have to get paid to get a trip going. Y'all trying to go. He ain't fighting with you. Talking about why you still trying to do this. You should be over. No, my husband in my life keeps me together at SOJO.
Yeah.
I have checked out quite a few times, and I be on something else.
Mhm.
And he brings me back to okay, we're gonna do these tracks. We're gonna do these because my husband also produces. And he's also a DJ. So it's easy for us to work together musically. And it's
Mhm.
easier for him to answer these phone calls when I don't want to be bothered. Because another thing, I being honest, people don't I'm an introvert. I probably used to be an extrovert, but I'm right these days right here, this
Yeah.
decade I'm in, I don't like
Yeah.
to talk to people. I love y'all, don't
Um,
get me wrong. Don't take it in the wrong way. I don't like to be bothering people. I don't want nobody calling me trying to book me. Don't I just
mhm.
call my husband. He can
Mhm.
relay the message back to me. He don't mind being the bad guy.
Mhm.
I'm sure you
That
know.
sounds just like that. Well, they sound just alike.
Yeah,
My husband would tell people,
yeah,
they can hate me all they want.
yeah,
You- you- if they don't talk to Jinda, they can't hate Jinda. But
exactly.
if they don't have to like me, I don't care. If they don't like me. Business is business. One thing that I could say, being married to someone that supports me, the way
Yeah,
my husband does, I
yes,
don't business when it comes to booking me. I don't.
yes,
He takes care of the contractual business and all that stuff when it comes to me. And if a
yeah,
person reaches out to me through inbox, whether it be male or female, I send them right over to Mr. Harris. And
yes,
if you hear from them, they legit. If you don't, then they full of it.
yep,
Especially when it comes to the men. You know,
yep,
you know, I mean, just from artists starting out, it is imperative that you have somebody in your corner. A lot of times you may not have nobody not blessed like me and Sojo when it
yep,
comes to having significant others, because there's a whole bunch of artists that I know that don't put their significant others on Front Street. They don't want no one to know.
and you
But
don't even know they're married. Don't even know what their husband's name is. I don't understand that.
I don't hide mine. He roll with me. If I'm there, he's there. And we never been out there one show that we wasn't there together ever.
Yep, yep,
And if they're gonna hire you, they're gonna hire you for pure talent and no other
that's right.
intention.
Yep,
So
yep.
well, this this has been a quick 30 minutes. I mean, I told you
It
it just
has.
it went so fast. And I love my 30 minute because it gives the listeners just something to go back on and to listen. Hey, Yolanda Marshall, she says I'm here but I'm late.
I
But you know
love
what?
it.
Even if you are late, this is going to be 24/7, 7 days a week. You can rewind it and listen to it and look at it on studiowbuzz.com. But I want to tell you that I love you, Tyler. Y'all coming on in all late. I know my times changed. Shout out to Tyler. I
Yes.
want I want to tell all the listeners out there, my time has changed because I am going back to work. So my time's changed. And I got one question. Tyler had you a question, okay?
Okay.
All right. It says, can you tell us your perspective, the evolution of female rap artists from the MC Light era to the women rap artists of today? And where do you see tomorrow's female rap artist dreamers in the new industry?
Okay, real quick. From the era of MC Light, when I fell in love with hip hop was about telling stories. It was talking about the truth. It was giving people substance. It had a meaning behind it. I try to write all my music with meaning behind it. Well, we've gone at from the MC Light era to now with the young generation, not to knock any of the younger artists, it's two totally different things. I think a lot of people are controlled and influenced about what's going on. They feel like if everybody wants to talk about, you know, sex, being nasty, whatever they're doing, that everybody's hopping on the train. No, there's no individual, no uniqueness, no individual. Nobody sets off their style from somebody else's. Where we're going with it, for me as an artist and still in the game, I'm trying to bring classy, sophisticated back to hip hop. I want to get back into storytelling and talking about subjects that us grown-ups can relate to. And I'm hoping that there are going to be a lot more influential female rap artists that'll bring it back full circle to where rap and hip hop originated from. Because it is a little embarrassing when I see some of the female artists go a little too far. But I do believe that there's hope. I do believe that things are going to start changing and women are going to have more of a substance to talk about in their music. And that's where I'm gonna really try to put that out in the universe, and hopefully I can have people that follow up and come up behind me to follow suit in that same type of, mindset.
Speaking first thing and foremost, speaking it into existence is definitely going to happen. And
Yes.
I want to thank you so much for taking the time
Thank
out your busy
you.
day to talk to me. I can't wait to see you
I
and
can't wait to see you either.
work with you. Now, if somebody wants to book Sojo, how can they book you?
You can book me on my social media platforms. Facebook is Sojo, the ladies champ. I also have a Sojourner, aka Sojo page. You can also call my booking number, which is Mr. Harris, Mism Harris, 727-642. Oh no, that's mine. 727-644-3017. And just hit me up in any of my inboxes or whatever, and we can definitely make whatever you want to happen. So just hit me up. I'm not hard to find.
And all you listeners, if you missed all the information, you can hit rewind and watch this episode again. And if you do want to reach Sojo but just don't know her information, reach me and I will send it right on over to Sojo. I will definitely do that. And I want to, like I say every week, I want to tell all the listeners and all the artists out there, it's okay to support another artist. I promise you,
Yes.
it will not all dim your shine and keep
Mm-mm.
shining next Thursday. I'll
That's
see
right.
y'all then.